Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today I'm starting a new segment, and it's called The Road to Undisputed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all 12 divisions in boxing, one at a time, so one video each, and discuss the possibilities and whether I think there is a road to the undisputed title, unifying all four belts. We are in an era of undisputed. We have multiple undisputed champions in the sport of boxing right now, bringing the four belts together, which is not an easy thing to do. And I want to discuss if it's possible to bring in to do it at every weight class, and the scenarios and the situations and why it would work or why it would not work. And then for the guys that are undisputed, how they keep their belts and what they did to get there. But this video is going to discuss the 122-pound division, super bantamweights, because I cover the 12 divisions, 122 to heavyweight. Those are the main divisions that I cover. Before we get into it all, I've explained it already. If you guys can smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support I can get as I try to build my channel up here. I try to come up with interesting things for you people to see and view and discuss and comment on as much as I can, because I love the sport of boxing. So let's get into this fight, or let's get into the 122-pound division and see if there is a road to the undisputed title. We currently have two champions holding the four belts, so two unified champions. The first of the two champions is Stephen Fulton Jr., undefeated American. Holds the WBC and WBO titles. He unified those belts with a victory over Brandon Figueroa in November of 2021, Fight of the Year candidate, as he won a majority decision. He's successfully defended his belt one time, and right now is on a collision course with Naoya Inoue, the monster, who was the undisputed champ at 118 and a multiple division champion, and is moving up to 122 in his first fight to take on Stephen Fulton. That fight's taking place Tuesday, July 25th on ESPN from Japan. The other champion is Marlon Tapalis of the Philippines. He just captured the WBA and the IBF titles with a hard-fought split decision victory over Mirajan Akhmadaliev, or MJ as they call him, who was undefeated coming into that fight. So now, those are the two champions. Tapalis currently doesn't have a fight lined up. So there is a clear path to undisputed here. There really is. Stephen Fulton and Naoya Inoue fighting is a big deal. And that's really going to set the stage for the men at 122. It was Stephen Fulton coming in, but now that Inoue's in the division and he's going right at Stephen Fulton, it's a 50-50 type fight, but the winner of that fight will absolutely control the narrative in the division. And really, the WBA has already approved Marlon Tapalis. If he gets a crack at undisputed against the winner of Fulton and Inoue, they're clearing the path for him to not have to make any mandatory. See, Tapalis was the IBF mandatory and he defeated MJ. So the WBA mandatory would be due now, because that's how they do it. They take turns. But the WBA has cleared the path for Tapalis to be available for the winner of Fulton and Inoue. And do I think there is a road to undisputed? Absolutely, and it's an easy one here at 122. I do think if it's Inoue that beats Fulton and takes the two belts, then it's way easy to make that fight. That's an all, Asian showdown right there. Japanese versus a Filipino fighter. I mean, that would be huge in Japan right there, for the undisputed belt. And Inoue demands more. He's really the A guy in between these three fighters. It's Inoue, Fulton, and then Tapalis. But Stephen Fulton winning too, it's a clear path. I mean, Tapalis, it's still a big fight, but it's not as big as the Inoue fight. And I don't think it's as easy to make, even though I think it is. I do think the two sides can make the fight pretty easily. So, in my opinion, there is a very clear undisputed route for 122, and I'm hoping Inoue wins because I think it's even easier to make the fight, and I do believe we could see, and I'm gonna go out and say I do believe we will see an undisputed champion at 122 before the end of the year. Tapoulis really doesn't have any outside of holding the 2 belts. He doesn't have any of the marketing value that the other 2 fighters do to really have any high demand. So he really will lay down and say, okay, I'll take whatever just to get that fight. So that's what makes this an easy road to undisputed, in my opinion, especially if Naoya Inoue defeats Stephen Fulton on July 25th. So we'll see what goes down. The only thing I think would stop it would be a draw, and I'll tell you right now, it's a 50-50 fight between Inoue and Fulton. That fight can go either way, so don't sleep on it. But that's it. That's what I got. That is the road to the undisputed title at 122 pounds, super bantamweight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.